we're a work in progress. I like some things, though, and I watched the video of Saturday's game, and if we would have scored on our opportunities in the first and second, it could have been a completely different game now. I thought Slukinski played exceedingly well in that. He looked very comfortable for a guy that's played his first college game. But I thought we played, actually watching the video, better than what I thought when I was watching it live. And part of it, you get caught up in the emotion of the game, and pucks are going in, and we're not scoring at the other end, and you're like, oh. And I grabbed the video, started watching it on Sunday in a bad mood, ready to be like really upset, and I'm looking for a lot of mistakes so we can get on the guys come Monday at practice. And I'm watching, going, you know what, we're actually playing pretty well. Things though I didn't care for at times, and this has developed over time, but your response after something doesn't go well, and we talked to the guys about that today at practice. Like, our response if the other team scored it wasn't one of defeat or throwing their hands up, as much as just things looked like they sped up on us, and we got back on our heels a bit. Instead of having a gritty determination, we had more of the sky's falling type thing. So if we can get that, and then there was some really good individual performances. There were some guys, though, that didn't have a great weekend, and we need to make sure we're getting the best out of each one of our players, and we talked about that, the consistency and performance. Once we get that individually, we'll start getting it collectively, and good things will happen. But I grade us out a little bit higher on right now, looking back, than I did it live when the game was being played.
You got to look at a new line as well on Saturday with Luke Lisko centering it, Jack Silich on the right side. Both those guys playing their first games, and then Matt Corbet, another freshman. What'd you make of that freshman line?
I liked them. They were nervous. You could see that, but Corbet looked very comfortable. Now, that was his second game, and it probably helped, but he looked really good out there. He played some really good, honest hockey. I thought Luke Lisko, that's a tough team to play your first collegiate game, and I thought he fared very well, and same with Jack Silich. So I'm glad we got him in there. I don't know, exactly what's going to happen this weekend going in. I think we've got some really good depth of players that all could be in the lineup. Now it's, up to us as coaches to get the right ones in, and try to catch the guys that are really humming, and then but it's tough. It's probably one of the toughest things right now, is trying to set a lineup, because there are so many guys that really could be in the lineup and have worked very hard to be in the lineup.
Talk about St. Lawrence going on the road this weekend. Just the second series between these two teams since 2014. It was a really good series last year in Big Rapids. You expecting more of the same as we go out to New York this year?
I do. I think watching both teams on video, watching their team, I think that it's going to be pretty even. And I would expect a very difficult, hard-fought series. And so we're looking forward to the challenge and returning the visit to them. I'm excited, too, by the fact that we'll get a chance to see associate head coach Tommy Hill now. Tommy was one of our captains in our 2012 NCAA finalist team, and he's now an associate head coach at St. Lawrence, and it's going to be really good to see him.